Welcome to It's Wakey Time. If you watched the last video, I had talked about my lists, how they're diminishing down to, well, there'll be nothing. The next time I won't have any notes. Maybe I don't. But it was funny because I was explaining in the last video how I forgot the book, Dante's Inferno, which we're going to do, and it was on my list, even though I had like 4 things written. So, it's funny because there was another thing on the list I was going to do and I forgot it, and that's probably why the video was as short as it was. But yeah, we're going to do Dante's Inferno tonight. Sun hasn't even gone down yet. I'm doing a little early so I can go in, maybe relax before I go to bed. But everything is not about meditation. As my dad would say, right. Let me show you something. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It's been a long time since Longfellow, but Bitsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. But the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. 'Cause the spider always comes back. But, you know, once you learn how to control that and you integrate it, and you're good, you're golden. You God. The itsy bitsy spider is that constant current, that electrical energy that travels. It really travels from the earth into you, and then it combines with the energy of your root chakra, and it just drives you fucking crazy. I mean, it's running the ship. It's running your consciousness, your waking consciousness. Everything you've ever done and experienced in your life has been fueled by this. And you want to know where the anxiety comes from? You're just getting too much electricity. Too much electricity. You know, an electronic device cannot, let's say you had direct current, no AC/DC. What are we going to do without AC/DC? You know, but that direct current would fry any electrical or electronic device, and that's what you got up here. And you're getting fried with that constant electrical current. But that's the spider. That is the itsy bitsy spider. And it goes up the water spout, the chrism, the water spout. But when you get to the pineal gland, you go from beta to alpha to theta. When you get to alpha, baptism, water, the flood, water. That's the rain. Is the rain. Washes the spider out. Spider is your thoughts, washes those thoughts out, you go to no thought. And then the sun rising from the east, the electrical energy goes into the right hemisphere of the brain. And even though you're gone and you come back, that sun rises from the east, dries up all the rain. The new earth, the renewed mind, revelations. And we'll get into that. But the itsy bitsy spider goes up the spout again. If that's disgusting, I'm sorry. I'm not. You know me, camera and crew, Hollywood. Scene 2. Action. Dante's Inferno. We are going to live long and prosper. We are going to make good on our word. I don't know why I'm saying we, it's just me. I'm going to make good on my word that we're going to get through at least the list I made for January. Before I got sidetracked with completely transforming my reality for you, for this. And we went over that. Wakey time 15 and up, and wherever the numbers go. But I told you, Dante's Inferno, we will do it. It's backwards. I'm not reading every canto. Well, I'm not reading the whole cantos. It's beautiful, you know. I don't even know if you could do that. I don't know if it's a copyright thing or what, but the Inferno. And like I've said before, I read the Divine Comedy as a young kid. And there's some things you've been told. He is not descending into hell in the Inferno. In fact, the title says Dante's immortal drama of a journey through hell. That's different. I don't know who put that subtitle, but that's different. Could have been John Chiardi. That's the guy who translated this. But yeah, through hell. Sure, yeah, when you start doing a meditation, you're going to travel through hell. This is hell. We're in the cube. We're ruled by Saturn, Satan. This is it. Like you've been sold a false bill of goods on hell, and you're afraid. It's out of fear. It's the only reason. It's out of fear. But if Jesus can conquer hell, then you can too, because he said, you can do what I do, you can do it better. Paraphrasing. But what I found in rereading Inferno is that it's backwards. He is not descending anywhere. He's rising up through the chakras. He's rising up out of hell. So I would say this would need a new subtitle. I do have to read some of the cantos to get to the keywords to show you. And we will do that, and I'll talk about it. But let me tell you about hell real quick. My phone's getting full. I don't know why I talk like that. Maybe because I grew up 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I grew up by the creek, so, you know, I hung out at the grit pit, so I talk like that sometimes. Hell. Oh, the light went out. Must be hot in here. Fuck. Is it still recording? I just got up to check. I'm not really upset. 9:27. 9:27 on the counter. 9:29 and 9 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. And 9 means consciousness. So, hell. Hell was, in Norse mythology, and in reality, real reality, it was winter time. The sun is transformed, in the springtime. It rises to Leo. Let's do it this way. Springtime rises to Leo, middle of the summer. We're getting there. It's at its height. Lucifer falls, he loses his wings, he loses his light because the sun goes farther away into the southern sky with Saturn, Satan, Sagittarius, winter time. And the sun dies for 3 days and then is resurrected on its birthday, Christmas. Yes, I'm speaking sarcastically because the other way is ridiculous. And then it rises again in the springtime. Rebirth. It travels, it's 30. From Christmas, where it meets Aquarius, John the Baptist. We're getting off track. That's okay. It's not off track. It's on track very much. The point I'm getting to in Norse mythology and in real reality, winter time is hell. On a daily schedule, midnight and thereabouts. Where the Lord of Darkness rules. And it's colder at night. And it's colder in the winter time. Because hell is cold. Inferno does not mean hot. I don't even know where we got this idea. I researched back. I didn't research between. But the words that Inferno came from, it's cold. And anything after that was interpretation. Maybe he mentions fires or something. Hellfire. Yeah, you gotta have fires. You're fucking living in the woods. You gotta build fires. It's wintertime. They didn't have houses. We didn't have central heating. It's fucking, yeah, you gotta have fires. It's hellfire. And it was a time of reflection and learning. They read books. Fires of hell. People are scared out of their wits. And they still won't do what Jesus said to do. That's okay. That's okay. They're at their baton pass. In the spot that they're running on their track. The journey. But for now, for this, for whoever, for this garage I'm talking to, hell is cold. Always was, always has been. And that changes things in more ways than one. But I wanted to update you on that. Now there is purgatory. Purgatorio. We're in that. That's, I mean, if you're not going through purgatory, then I wouldn't be sitting here trying to tell people to start a meditation, because that's, people are doing it. I've been watching it my whole life. I always thought that. But like, there's a TV show. It was kind of corny, but I liked it. Lucifer. And in the TV show, all the doors are unlocked. Everyone's in their cells, or, their trapped conscious worlds. in hell on the show. But the doors were open. The doors are fucking out. Some of them were open. You just walk out. And that's it. That's it. You can walk out. Doors are open. And people told you how to do it. Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, pick a person. Muhammad, MLK. Go re-listen. If I gotta do it, I'll do it. But the doors are open to hell. And I think that's what the new earth means. And it has to do with Revelations, and you can do it. Revelations, the book of Revelations of John, the disciple, John the Baptist, same person. Go read the Bible and tell me it's not. Revelations. Fuck it, let's do it. Let me check the time. I got to be able to do Dante's Inferno or not, or do it another time. 16 minutes, 26, that's 7, 8. 15 is 6. 6. And we're talking about hell and getting out of it. We'll go into Revelations. Detail I'll show you. But let me tell you. At the beginning of Revelations, John is in the Spirit on the Lord's day. Now, historically, they say he's in a cave. It might say that in the book. I don't remember. I can't remember everything. But he's in the Spirit on the Lord's day. Well, if he's in the Spirit, he's within. He's doing the instructions. In fact, John was the only one in the stories within the Bible that Jesus took aside from the others and taught him to pray. It's written in there for a reason. He taught him how to meditate. So John's alone on an island in a cave. Sounds symbolic to me. It sounds metaphorical. It sounds allegorical. It sounds like a parable. He's on his island in a cave in spirit on the Lord's day. What's the Lord's day? And it's not Sunday. At that time. The Sabbath. Seventh day, Saturday. And they're not talking about days. We did the days. Sunday, Moon Day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Odin, Thursday, Friday, Freya, Saturday, Saturn, Satan. Sagittarius. The Lord's Day. God rested when? On the seventh day. Days are chakras. So John is on an island in Greece, in a cave, in the spirit. Seventh chakra. And then everything he experienced or describes his experience is what he experienced while meditating. And it's encoded in the writings. And we will get into that. William Donahue did it. If the student isn't better than the teacher, then they didn't do a very good job. And he did a perfect job. And I will do it better. And it's not an ego thing, it's just the way it is. It's instructions. The whole book is. The whole book's like this, but Revelations is important. It is not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. You are the world. This is the world. This is the earth. This is the land. This is the nation. It is the end of the world for you when you finish that meditation, and then the new earth comes down. And that's what I've been talking about. Jump from the Magic Kingdom 13 and go up 15, 17, 27, I don't remember what they were, 53, I don't even know if that one's real, 144, 556, 007. This is what I'm talking about. The new earth, the new world. It's not out there. Jesus said it's not out there. Go read the book. It's within. You cannot see it. It's not out there. You will look there. You will look here. I will not eat it in a box. Yeah, we'll do Revelations. And what I'll do is I'll just read it. I'll read it and read it. Or just refresher. We'll have it. And we'll talk about it. I don't know why I'm making plans. Excuse me. Canto 1. Dante's Inferno. Translation, John Chiardi. I used to have a 1891 Divine Comedy. It was beautiful. I'm not sure what happened to it. So this is backwards. This is not a descent into hell through these 9 levels. He's rising through 9 levels of consciousness, and he's starting with the root chakra. The dark wood of error. The dark wood of error. Canto 1. Midway in our life's journey, I went astray from the straight road and woke to found myself alone in a dark wood. How shall I say what wood that was? I never saw so drear, so rank, so arduous a wilderness. Its very memory gives a shape to fear. Death could scarce be more bitter than that place. But since it came to good, I will recount all that I found revealed there by God's grace. How I came to it, I cannot rightly say, so drugged and loose with sleep had I become when I first wandered there from the true way. But at the far end of that valley of evil, whose maze had sapped my very heart with fear, I found myself before a little hill and lifted up my eyes. Its shoulders glowed already with the sweet rays of that planet whose virtue leads men straight on every road. He's looking upward. The planet. Saturn. And the shining strengthened me against the fright whose agony had racked the lake of my heart through all the terrors of that piteous night. Just as a swimmer, the sea, who with his last breath flounders ashore from perilous seas, might turn to memorize the wide water of his death. See, anything below the waist is the sea. They're talking about the electricity, the electromagnetic energy that comes from the earth. Everything you are is that. And everything you are is what comes down from up there, and it meets in the middle. I'm just realizing this right now. That's what he's talking about. I'll read it again. Just as a swimmer, the sea, that energy, who with his last breath flounders ashore from perilous seas, might turn to memorize the wide water of his death. So did I turn, my soul still fugitive from death's surviving image, to stare down that pass that none had ever left alive. And there I lay to rest from my heart's race, till calm and breath returned to me. Then rose and pushed up that dead slope at such a pace. Each footfall rose above the last. And lo, almost at the beginning of the rise, I faced a spotted leopard. Big cat. All tremor and flow and gaudy pelt. And it would not pass, but stood so blocking my every turn that time and again I was on the verge of turning back to the wood. Keeps talking about the wood, the woods, the lumbar spine. This is the woods. The sea, the shore, the trees, the desert. This is the earth. This is the world. This is John's Island. This fell at the first widening of the dawn. The first widening of the dawn, the beginning, the sun rising within you. As the sun was climbing Aries with those stars that rode with him to light the new creation, springtime. Thus the holy hour and the sweet season of commemoration did much to arm my fear of that bright murderous beast with their good omen. Because it's bad and good down there. Yet not so much but what I shook with dread at sight of a great lion, the leopard, that broke upon me raging with hunger, its enormous head held high as if to strike a mortal terror into the very air. And down his track, down his track, Samael, a she-wolf, Lilith. Eve, Lilith. A she-wolf drove upon me, a starved whore ravening and wasted beyond all belief. She seemed to rack for avarice, gaunt and craving. I don't know about you, but I'm checking the time because my phone's getting full. I probably said something like that. Oh, we good. We good. I don't know about you, but root chakra, what I'm talking about, what Dante's writing about, his journey through meditation down here, there's some craving going on. Oh my God. Oh, many the souls she has brought to endless grief. God bless her. She brought such heaviness upon my spirit at sight of her savagery and desperation. I died from every hope of that high summit. He thinks that's a high summit. And like a miser, well, I mean, your consciousness is up here. So you're on the high summit anyway. You're not bringing your mind up to your mind. You're bringing the energy up to the pineal gland to open that mind even more. Balance the electricity. Balance the direct current with alternating current. Alternating current. AC, DC. For those about to rock, we salute you. And like a miser, eager in acquisition, but desperate in self-reproach, when fortune's wheel turns to the hour of his loss, all tears and attrition, I wavered back. And still the beast pursued, forcing herself against me, bit by bit, till I slid back into the sunless wood. There's more. At this moment, I feel like I'm at a crossroads. We can do a whole canto for one chakra, one level of consciousness. Or I can show you some more examples. And if you're interested, you can go on a journey. Personally, I don't want to do 6, 8 more videos, whatever it is. I don't know how many cantos are in here. I'm not lazy, but I know me. And it'll be like fucking, I don't know why. Now I'm creating reality on the spot in a negative way. I think I've shown enough for root chakra. Let's go to Canto 2, the descent. I mean, I guess if you're going back, you know, it depends on how you look at it, where you're hanging off from magnetically. Oh, I can't read these. There's like a explanation introduction here, and it's not all right. No offense, John Chiardi. So, we got about 10 minutes or so. We'll get as far as we can. Canto 2. The light was departing. The brown air drew down all of Earth's creatures, calling them to rest from their day roving. As I, one man alone, prepared myself to face the double war of the journey and the pity, which memory shall here set down, nor hesitate nor err. O muses, O high genius, be my aid. O memory, recorder of the vision, here shall your true nobility be displayed. Thus I began. Poet, you who must guide me before you trust me to that arduous passage, look to me and look through me. Can I be worthy? You sang how the father of Silvius, while still in corruptible flesh, won to that other world, crossing with mortal sense the immortal sill. But if the adversary of all evil, weighing his consequence with who and what shall issue from him, treated him so well, that cannot seem unfitting to thinking men, since he was chosen father of Mother Rome and of her empire by God's will and token. So the adversary of evil, God, he was chosen father of Mother Rome, subconscious, right hemisphere of the brain, and all of her empire, within, without, by God's will and token. Both, to speak strictly, were founded and foreknown as the established seat of holiness for the successors 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of great Peter's throne. In that quest which your verses celebrate, he learned those mysteries from which arose his victory in Rome's apostolate. There later came the chosen vessel, Paul, the pole, bearing the confirmation of that faith, which is the one true door to life eternal. The pole, the faith of the pole meditation is the one true door to life eternal. But how should I dare? See, he's questioning himself. It's a few times there he's questioned, because when you start to do that, that's the first thing you're going to do. Second chakra, sacrum, the Death Star, the tractor beam, pulling you back in. It does not want you to keep going. Samael recognizes. He picks up. Oh shit! This person's rising. They're gonna change things. No, I'm you know. But how should I dare? By whose permission? I am not Aeneas. I am not Paul. Who could believe me worthy of the vision? How then may I presume to this high quest and not fear my own brashness? You are wise and will grasp what my poor words can but suggest. And there's more. There's more. Sorry, I don't have a guy over there like whatever they do. Canto 3. Ah, the opportunists. Opportunity. The poets, this is the commentary. The poets, because I guess he's joined some people. Dante passes the gate of hell. Third chakra. This is the gate. This is the throne of the underworld. The gates of hell. The three-headed dog, Cerberus, guards the gates of hell. It's two other things also, but it's, you know, these videos sprout seeds into other videos, or maybe someone else can do it. Maybe someone else will make some video. Maybe they are. I don't know who's watching this shit. Like, I have no idea. Third chakra, Canto 3. I mean, they're numbered, obviously. It's like that. Why didn't he start at 9? Oh. So third chakra, the chrism is turning to fire. The lumbar spine is lighting on fire. The electrical. I am the way into the city of woe. I am the way to a forsaken people. I am the way into eternal sorrow. Sacred justice moved my architect. I was raised here by divine omnipotence. Primordial love. Venus, Aphrodite, and many others. Primordial love and ultimate intellect, left brain. Not intelligence. Only those elements time cannot wear were made before me, and beyond time I stand. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. He's realizing something. He's starting to realize stuff. These mysteries I read, okay, so everything I just read, Canto 3, is capitalized. He's reading it. Okay, so he's realizing it as you're reading it, because you have to, but. These mysteries I read cut into stone above a gate. And turning, I said, Master, what is the meaning of this harsh inscription? It's not harsh. Like I said, it's backwards. But to an initiate, to someone who hasn't done this, it's harsh. It's like me posting stuff online and people are like, oh, what'd he say? It's harsh. It can be. These mysteries I read cut into stone above a gate. In turning, I said, Master, what is the meaning of this harsh inscription? And he then, as initiate to novice, it's telling you right there. Here must you put by all division of spirit and gather your soul against all cowardice, courage, strength. Keep going. This is the place I told you to expect. Here you shall pass among the fallen people. Souls who have lost the good of intellect. So saying, he put forth his hand to me, and with a gentle and encouraging smile, he led me through the gate of mystery. Here sighs and cries and wails coiled and recoiled on the starless air, spilling my soul to tears, a confusion of tongues and monstrous accents toiled in pain and anger, a confusion of tongues, because this is the Tower of Babel. I'm going to check the time. Even though they just told me, just finished 3. I'm going to feel it. It could run out of space anytime now, and I'm just going to feel it. Voices hoarse and shrill and sounds of blows, all intermingled, raised tumult and pandemonium that still whirls on the air forever dirty with it as if a whirlwind sucked at sand. Man, I forgot how good this is. A whirlwind sucked at sand, dirty air is the desert. And I holding my head in horror, I cried, sweet spirit, what souls are these who run through this black haze? And he to me, these are the nearly soulless whose lives concluded neither blame nor praise. Is talking about your memories, your emotional memories that you're passing through in meditation. They are mixed here with that despicable core of angels who were neither for God nor Satan, but only for themselves. The angels of light, the fallen angels of light that landed on the summit of Mount Harmon and bore giants when they mated with the emotions, the women of men, your thoughts. The high creator scourged them from heaven for its perfect beauty. And hell will not receive them, since the wicked might feel some glory over them. Hell will not receive them, since the wicked might feel some glory over them. Sorry. I don't know, as a confirmation sneeze. The high creator scourged them. Those fallen angels of light, those they're within you. Your thoughts. He scourged them from heaven for its perfect beauty. You can't go. You can't take your thoughts. You go to no thought before you go to heaven. You're gone. You shut it down. Like C-3PO. If you won't be needing me, I'll shut down for a while. brilliant story writing, script writing. Hell will not receive them, since the wicked might feel some glory over them. I'm going to have to think about that one. Or not. Oh. And I, Master, what gnaws at them so hideously, their lamentation stuns the very air. They have no hope of death. He answered me. And in their blind and unattaining state, their miserable lives have sunk so low that they must envy every other fate. Because your thoughts, you dwell in your thoughts, you dwell in your emotions, you dwell in that energy, that direct current without balancing it out. Blind and unattaining state, because you will not attain anything with them. You know, it's like, what man who worries can add 1 cubit to his stature? I know I'm paraphrasing. Their miserable lives have sunk so low that they must envy every other fate. They must envy every other fate. Like, man, my life sucks. Look at that guy. Look at that girl. Look at them. Look at these people. What did they, you know, why is their life better? That's what it's talking about. Those are the thoughts. Those are the giants. Those are the, if you're wrapped up in your thoughts and your emotions like that, jealousy, possessiveness, expectations, if you're wrapped up in that, that's pre-cataclysm, that's pre-flood, that's Enoch. Go read the book of Enoch. You are Enoch. And you need to send Enoch down to tell all those leaders that you and your children are going to die. This is not a literal story. I live Enoch. Live it. This is its Wakey time. 1005. Hempstead. For life. Alumbrados. It's Wakey time, 1005. Dante's Inferno. I love you. And I mean that. Thank you for watching. And yes, I know I paused. I'm just going. I'm just freestyling. I'm just making music. And it's fun. Okay. I can't believe I got a video done this early. Friends, family, countrymen, earthlings, good night. I love you.